Hello, welcome to episode 4 of the Fractal renderer development. Today I've made quite a bit of progress. Here is the starting scene. Each of these gray boxes are text blocks. I can press the interact button and then it will come up with a phrase that I put in, and I can go ahead and shrink further into it. I implemented the color mechanic, so the further away they are, the darker they are. So if I scoot away, they become darker, and the closer I am, the closer they are to their original color, which could of course use some tweaking. They seem a little bit bright as of now. But the most important part of today was making it render faster. So before, when it would increase the stutter time based on how deep you were, this keeps it relatively consistent across all depths. Of course, the complexity does scale with the depth, but far less than it did before. Before it scaled with each block and the depth, so it was raised to the 4th power. But now it's only the depth, so it's O of n, which means it just gets more complex in a linear fashion rather than in an exponential fashion as it did before. And this is still the city scene. Of course, I forgot that the towers were green, which was a funny sight to see when I first saw it, but I thought it would be funny as well to showcase it in the video. Next up is likely sound effects and music, and of course I'll do more optimization. One of the funny errors is G and H are what shrink and grow me, and if I type it into the text boxes, it will count as a shrink or grow. So you may have noticed that I avoid words with H or G in it, but of course I forgot. This sort of reminds me of an old project I did. Last year, I think it was. It was very similar in the way I rendered it. And I even reused some of the code for the colors, since it used the same square magnitude function, which is just finding the distance but squared, which ends up being faster than using a square root. But that does cause it to be far brighter when it's closer to you than when it's far away. But I think it's a good trade-off. Really, the only thing I need to do is stop it from stuttering when a new, not frame, but when the next mesh is rendered. As you can see, there's the culling, like there. And that's one thing I want to make faster, is the mesh rendering, so that it might even be able to run in real time. But that's about all for today. Just the text boxes and the faster rendering, and the colors especially are my favorite. I'm sure next time I'll have a larger world that is more than just this city segment here. But that's about it.